Welcome to the Ultimate Munich Travel Guide. Today I'll be covering travel tips, foods to try, culture, and more. I am curious, Steph, what scoop do you wish you knew about Oktoberfest?
In Munich, the beer gardens are so vast. You could get lost in them for days. We'll discuss more on this later in this video.
No freaking way. I do love me some beers. As you explorers may already heard, October is almost here and we'd love to experience this someday with our baby Ash.
We watch so many vlogs about Oktoberfest, so you don't have to waste your time. We took meticulous notes, cross-checked the facts, and now we are ready to share it with you, our viewers.
Let's get on with it, shall we?
Good news, fellow Americans. You don't need a visa for a short trip to Germany. Just make sure your passport is valid for at least 3 months beyond your planned departure date. Easy peasy.
While many folks in Munich speaks English, it's always polite to learn a few basic German phrases. Guten Tag and Danke will go a long way. Plus, Steph's attempt at German pronunciation are guaranteed to provide endless entertainment.
Germany uses the euro, so make sure you've got some on hand or are ready to use your credit card. Just be aware that some of the smaller shops and restaurants will prefer cash.
Do bring cash. A lot of places still don't do the whole credit card thing. What is this, the 90s? But trust me, it's real.
Embrace the beer garden culture. Munich is famous for its sprawling outdoor spaces where you can sip on a cold one and soak up the atmosphere.
Just remember, it's perfectly acceptable to share a table with strangers. It's all part of the fun.
Don't assume everyone wants to chit-chat on the U-Bahn. Munich peeps love their space. So while you're Instagramming every station, remember to keep the conversation chill.
Don't forget to validate your train ticket. Trust me, those fines are no joke.
Munich's system is amazing. Grab a city tour card for free travel and discounts on major attractions. It's like having that magical golden ticket, minus the weird chocolate factory.
I can't wait for the day for Steph to wear a dirndl.
What? No. You first with the lederhosen.
Alright, foodies, get ready to tantalize those taste buds. Munich is a culinary wonderland, blending hearty Bavarian classics with international flavors.
And trust me, with David's appetite, we're leaving no pretzel unturned.
Pretzel lives matter too, Stephanie.
Who knew I'd be trading in my green smoothies for pretzels and sausages? Hashtag cheat day every day.
Schweinsachse is the definition of Bavarian soul food. The pork knuckle is roasted until the skin turns crispy perfection and the meat is juicy and tender.
Typically served with potato dumplings and gravy, this is one of those meals that could turn vegetarians into meat believers.
I'm dreaming of my third plate. Help!
Schnitzel is a thin, breaded cutlet that's fried to perfection. It's like a highbrow chicken nugget.
Excuse you. It's way classier than that. Plus, it's huge.
Have you heard of Obatsta? It's this crazy cheese dip that's like the best thing ever.
It's a mix of camembert, butter, and spices, perfect with pretzel and beer.
Käsespätzle is cheesy noodles topped with fried onion.
It's like German mac and cheese, and it's special because it's the ultimate comfort food.
Aren't you on a diet, David?
What diet?
Apple strudel, anyone? This classic dessert is special because it's the perfect balance of sweet and tart and comforting. Plus, it goes great with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Yummy!
It's time for beverage bonanza. Okay, this one's a no-brainer. Munich is the beer capital of the world, and you can't leave without trying a stein or 2 or 3 of the good stuff.
There are so many craft beers to choose from. Here's a list to get you started.
This light golden lager is the quintessential Munich beer known as Helles.
With its deep amber color and malty sweetness, Dunkel offers a richer, more complex flavor profile than Helles.
Also known as Hefeweizen, Weiss beer is a wheat beer with a distinctive cloudy appearance. It has a fruity and slightly spicy flavor, often with notes of banana and clove. This is one of my absolute favorite.
Mazen is a medium-bodied lager with a slightly sweet, malty flavor. It's the official beer of Oktoberfest and is celebrated for its smooth, drinkable nature. It's a must-try during the festival season.
Victual Market is a street food heaven. This open-air market right in the city center is filled with stalls selling everything from sausages and cheese to freshly baked bread.
David be bouncing from one stand to the next. eating his way through the entire market.
If you're attending Oktoberfest, popular beer tents fill up quickly, so it's best to book well in advance, sometimes even months ahead of time.
If you can't secure a reservation, don't despair. You can still enjoy the Oktoberfest atmosphere in the beer gardens or by visiting during less crowded times, like weekdays and early afternoons.
Hold on to your steins, folks, because the amount of beer consumed during Oktoberfest is mind-blowing. On average, a staggering 6.9 million liters.
Oh my God, just imagine. David and I would be swimming in a sea of golden goodness if we tried to keep up with that.
No visit to Munich is complete without a trip to this iconic beer hall, Opera House. It's touristy, sure, but it's a great place to experience Bavarian culture at its finest.
It's been serving up brews and good times since 1589. Originally built as a royal brewery, it eventually opened its doors to the public, becoming a beloved gathering place for locals and visitors alike.
Hey there, culture vultures. Let's dive a little deeper into Munich's treasure trove of quirks, traditions, and fascinating tidbits. We're about to uncover some unique facts that will make you see the city in a whole new light.
Munich embraces its free spirit. On warm days, you might stumble upon designated areas and parks where people sunbathe in the buff. But don't worry, it's all very respectful and natural.
Aspirin was invented right here in Munich. Bayer, the pharmaceutical company, developed aspirin in 1897 and it's been easing headaches ever since.
In many Bavarian villages, maypole dancing is a springtime tradition. It involves intricate choreography around a tall pole adorned with ribbons, and it's a beautiful sight to behold.
If you're in Munich around Christmas time, you might witness the Krampusflauf, a parade of terrifying creatures who accompany St. Nicholas to punish naughty children.
The iconic car manufacturer was founded in Munich in 1916 and has been synonymous with German engineering ever since. You can even visit the BMW Museum to learn about the company's history. Vroom vroom!
Believe it or not, the world's first ice machine was invented in Munich by Carl von Linde in 1876. This guy basically invented modern refrigeration, making it possible to keep food cold and beer super chilled.
Munich played a key role in the rise of Adidas, founded by Bavarian entrepreneur Adolf, or Adi, Dassler.
Did you know part of the MP3 was invented here? A team at the Fraunhofer Institute in Munich developed the audio coding.
So I owe all my awesome playlists to Munich? Mind blown.
The diesel engine was invented right here by Rudolf Diesel in the late 19th century. Talk about a game changer.
Alright, movie buffs, get ready for some star-studded fun. Munich's picturesque streets and historic landmarks have served as the backdrop for countless films and TV shows.
Some of the iconic scenes from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory were filmed right here. Charlie Quaint neighborhood and the whimsical Chocolate Factory exterior were brought to life in the Bavarian capital.
Quentin Tarantino brought the magic of his World War II masterpiece to Munich. Several scenes from Inglourious Basterds were filmed in the Bavarian Film Studios just outside the city.
George Clooney's World War II drama The Monuments Men, which followed the real-life story of soldiers tasked with saving priceless work of art from the Nazis, also had several scenes shot here.
Even though the show is all about U.S. spies, the 5th season of Homeland was partially shot in Munich. You'll recognize some of the city's landmarks and the streets in the episodes.
Munich has also produced its fair share of notable figures, from world-renowned artists to groundbreaking scientists. Here's a few names you might recognize.
Albert Einstein, the brilliant physicist, was born in Ulm, Germany, but spent part of his childhood in Munich. His mass energy equivalence formula, E equals mc squared, has been called the world's most famous equation.
Levi Strauss, the inventor of blue jeans, was born in Bavaria before emigrating to the United States, making him an unexpected but highly impactful figure in Munich's history.
David's convinced this is the best fact he's ever heard, mostly because it gives him an excuse to never wear anything but jeans.
What is Bavaria? It's a landlocked state of Germany. This is the biggest state by land with over 13 million people. Munich is the capital of Bavaria.
As a region, Bavarian people came from a region called Baia. This indicates the area of Bohemia.
Today, Munich is a thriving hub of culture, technology, and innovation. It's home to major corporations like BMW and Siemens, world-class universities, and a vibrant art scene.
Munich is the third largest city in Germany, with a population of over 1.5 million people.
While the majority of residents are German, the city is also home to a large number of immigrants and expats from all over the world.
Now, before you pack your bags and start brushing up on your German, hold up.
Munich is expensive. It's actually one of the most expensive cities in Germany. Rent in particular can be a bit shocking, especially in the city center.
For everyday life, such as reading contracts, going to the doctor, or even ordering a meal at a small restaurant, it definitely helps to have a working knowledge of the language. So, David's Guten Tag needs some serious work.
Guten Tag.
Adjusting to German customs can take some getting used to. Germans are generally more reserved, and punctuality is a big deal.
Retirees and expats should also be aware of Germany's tax system, which can get complicated, especially if you receive an income from abroad. If you're a US citizen, you might be subject to taxes from both countries. Yikes.
That's a big red flag for me, at least.
So, what's the verdict, Steffi Pooh?
Munich is a city of opportunity and high quality of life. Perfect for those who want a mix of old world charm and modern conveniences. But don't forget, the cost of living is high, bureaucracy is a part-time job, and you'll need to embrace some German habits.
From the wonders of Bavarian traditions to the thrill of Disney modern attractions, you'll feel the enchantment across the globe.
Mickey and the gang can't wait to meet you all. See you at the parks next week.